Hello students, a warm greeting of the day. I'm Shobha R, working as an assistant professor in Dr. G. Shankar Government Women's First Grade College, Ajarkadu, Udupi. Welcoming you all to the first session on Accounting 1 as prescribed by Mangalore University for first semester BBA course. First, we will concentrate on outcome of this session. It means what you will come to know at the end of this session. So you will be in a position to understand how accounting evolved over a period of time. What is bookkeeping? What are its objectives? What is accounting? What are the functions of accounting? At the same time, objectives of accounting. At the end, you will be in a position to identify difference between concept accounting and bookkeeping. So let me concentrate on origin and evolution of accounting. This we are studying under 4 different stages. Let me concentrate on first stage. In this stage, we are identifying who are the originators of accounting. The Chinese have been considered as originators of accounting because they had sophisticated government accounting system as early as in 2000 BC. When it comes to India, the use of accounting can be traced back to Mauryan Empire. A specific reference is made about system of accounting in Arthashastra written by Kautilya. During this stage, as business were conducted on small scale basis, there was not that much full-fledged accounting system exist. Let me concentrate on second stage. The development of modern system of accounting based on principle of double entry system took place during this stage. In the sense, we know, being a student of accounts, we know that we all making use of double entry system. This double entry principle of accounting developed during this stage. Who developed it? Luca Pacioli, who wrote a book on mathematics called Summa. He wrote about double entry principles of accounting. So this is the major contribution during this stage. When it comes to third stage, there was not that much significant development took place in accounting, but two concepts get established. One is concept capital, the other one is concept profit. Capital is nothing but difference between assets and liability. Profit is nothing but difference between capital in two dates, means capital at the end minus capital at the beginning is considered as profit. So these two concepts, that is capital, asset and profit, we are discussing in detail at the end of this chapter. Let me concentrate on how accounting developed during fourth stage. So we are discussing the development of accounting under various timeline in this stage. First we will see period between 1775 to 1850. So during this time period, almost all business concerns were sole trading business concern. In the sense, business concerns were owned and managed by single person. So they emphasized on preparation of balance sheet. They emphasized on preparing subsidiary books, and they even concentrated on preparing trial balance during this time period. Now period between 1850 to 1900. In addition to sole trading business concern and partnership business concern, corporate form of business concern emerged during this stage. As a result, there was a need for separating ownership from management. As corporate form of business concern get developed during this stage, so there was a need for separating owners from business. So means one who is managing business is different from one who owns it. As a result, what happened? Several basic accounting principles such as revenue principle, cost principle, management accounting principle, principle of conservatism get developed during this stage. So, the system of accounting evolved from simple bookkeeping to full-fledged accounting system during this time period. Period between 1900 to 1950. So, during this time period, different branches of accounting get developed such as cost accounting, management accounting, accounting for taxation. In addition, auditing standards and guidelines were evolved during this period to rationalize auditing techniques. So this is all about period between 1900 to 1950. Period between 1950 till today. So we know that accounting has been developed in a full-fledged information system. Means accounting is considered as full-fledged information system. Many accounting standard boards, committees have been developed during this time period. International accounting has also been developed to harmonize accounting techniques and practices in member countries. Application of new accounting techniques and system led to use of information system, management service, management audit. In addition, social responsibility accounting, inflation accounting, human resource accounting are other development that took place during this time period. And very important thing is automation and use of computer in accounting. This brought a revolutionary change in the way accounting operations were carried out. So this is all about how accounting developed over a period of time. Let me see very important concept, that is bookkeeping. If you want to know what is accounting, before that you should understand the concept bookkeeping, because accounting starts when bookkeeping ends. Let me see what is bookkeeping. Assume that you are running a business. So definitely there are n number of transactions takes place every day. As and when transaction takes place, if you identify the transaction, if you measure the transaction, in the sense you have to see that whether the transaction is financial in nature, means can be measured in monetary terms or not. After measuring, if you record the transaction and classify those business transactions, what you are doing is you are involving in bookkeeping. So bookkeeping is nothing but so simple, identifying, it's a process associated with identifying, measuring, recording and classifying the transaction of financial nature. So this is all about the concept bookkeeping. So as per R.N. Carter, bookkeeping is a science and art of correctly recording in the books of account all those business transactions that results in transfer of money and money's worth. So in the sense, you are recording only those transactions which can be measured in monetary terms. So you will identify the transaction, you will measure the transaction, you will record the transaction, you will classify the transaction. For example, you purchased goods for your business worth rupees 20,000. So as and when this transaction takes place, being a bookkeeper, you have to identify as it is in monetary terms. So definitely you have to record it. So as it is measured in monetary terms, so then you have to classify it. Means you have to group recorded transactions which are of similar in nature. All these activities are associated with bookkeeping. Now the question arises, why bookkeeping? Definitely you have to maintain complete and permanent record of all transactions in a systematic way. That's why you need bookkeeping. In addition, you want to know the financial impact of the transaction took place during that particular time period. So you need bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is so simple, identifying, measuring, recording and classifying the business transactions which are in what term? Which can be measured in financial term. Now, what is accounting? Accounting starts when bookkeeping ends. As per American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, accounting is art of recording, classifying, summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money, transaction and events which are in part at least of financial character and interpreting the results thereof. In the sense, it is in addition to bookkeeping, what else you do will be involved in what? Accounting. So it is a process of identifying, just like bookkeeping, recording, measuring and summarizing the business transaction. After summarizing, you will analyze the summarized transaction. You will interpret the summarized transaction or analyzed transaction and you will communicate it to the user. So these are the extra activities associated with accounting. So it is continuation of bookkeeping only. You will identify, you will measure, you will record, you will classify. Your work will not end there. So being an accountant, what you have to do? You have to prepare summary of various classified accounts in the form of trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet. Afterwards, you have to analyze. Analyze means you have to establish relationship between related items. Afterwards, you have to explain the meaning of analyzed relationship and at last you have to communicate it to the user. Why you need to maintain accounts? You have to communicate it to the users. Who are the users which we are studying at the end of this chapter? So this is all about accounting. So accounting involves identifying the transaction, measuring the transaction, recording the transaction, classifying, summarizing, analyzing, interpreting and communicating. Why we have to maintain the accounts? So we have to maintain the records because we need to have systematic record of transaction. We want to ascertain the result of recorded transaction. Here V means business concern. We want to know the financial position of the business. We have to provide useful information to the users to take good decisions. And we should know about solvency position of our concern. In the sense, we want to know whether organization will be in a position to meet its long-term requirement or not. So to know all these things, definitely we will go for accounting. Now the question is, what is the difference between accounting and bookkeeping? Bookkeeping is a process which is concerned with recording of transaction, whereas accounting is concerned with summarizing the recorded transaction. So, preparation of financial statement like trading and profit and loss account, balance sheet will not come under bookkeeping, whereas accounting process. In accounting, definitely we will concentrate on preparation of financial statement. Bookkeeping does not facilitate decision making because bookkeeping ends where? As in when you classify the transaction. As we are not preparing financial statement, it will not facilitate managerial decision making. But in accounting, so as recorded transactions are summarized, analyzed, interpreted and communicated, definitely it helps to facilitate decision making. And last one, financial position of business concern, you cannot identify with the help of bookkeeping, but it is possible with the help of accounting. So this is all about this session. Remaining aspect of this chapter we will see in the next session. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.